This is the story of my biggest academic comeback.
To give you context, from the past few weeks, I was not studying. I was busy in exploring my creative outlet, and after a while, if you are not studying in medical school, you will feel like you are lacking behind. And I desperately wanted to make a comeback. So I decided for the next 7 days, I will be following these 7 rules. Firstly, I will fix specific and measurable goals every day. I will experiment with various study techniques and sources. And obviously, I will follow all the deep work rules like 90-minute sessions with timer and no phone during those sessions. I will exercise 3-4 days a week as it helps in enhancing our cognitive ability and focus. I will reflect and plan at the end of the day that we will be seeing in this video.
So today is the day 1 of the challenge. I have a seminar to present on day after tomorrow. So I need to prepare a PowerPoint presentation for that. For preparing the PowerPoint presentation, I need to study. The topic is healthcare delivery system in India. I will be starting my study right now. But as I sat there with books open, I couldn't ignore what was really going in my head. Sometimes it is very embarrassing when everyone in your class is giving answers of every question the teacher is asking and you just don't even know one of the answers of the questions. I know we should not compare people, we are all in a different matrix. One of the reasons I have found is the concept of social hierarchy. The social hierarchy becomes visible in front of your eyes in such situations. I had a thought that if Ali Abdal or Dr. Anuj can do the same thing, why cannot I? Why I can't be good in both content creation and in studies? What is the problem? But I believe in myself and I know I will figure it out anyhow. And about the presentation I was making, it is ready. And due to this content creation and making all these sort of videos, I'm very much confident that it will be a tremendously good presentation. I realize that I learn better when I see the things that I am reading in the pursuit of explaining all of these things to you. That is basically protege. And the day 1 of the academic comeback challenge was really good. What I think is, and what I feel like is, today was the first day, so my motivation was high and obviously dopamine surge was there. What I feel like is after this initial motivation goes on, what will happen, and I have failed many times, many of the challenges. There are many fail videos that I never posted of these sort of challenges. Day 2 hit different. No more thinking, no more excuses, just me, my books and whatever time I could steal between the classes. Back from college and my seminar is almost prepared, but about microbiology test, I have merely read the chapters. I'm just doing all of the MCQ questions that are given in the back of the textbook and I'm just going for it. Let us see what happens tomorrow. It is an MCQ based test, so I think maybe I would be able to solve at least few of them. One of the things that I have observed about my mindset during exam time is, earlier I used to fear about every exam. My brain was not at all adapted to to handle that kind of stress of such vast syllabus exams, and it was just novel for my brain. And I was just relentlessly studying all day for even a class test. My mind has observed that pattern. This is not that important. Every exam is not that important that I have to study relentlessly hard, burning myself out and everything. One of the other things that I want to talk about is there is a phenomena called spotlight effect, in which it is just a tendency of overestimating the things that others are thinking about us in everything that I am doing. Like while I was starting with content creation, I used to think a lot about what others will think about me and what they will say and such things, but that was a spotlight effect in my brain. That wasn't the case. Everyone is just busy in their own world that they literally don't have any sort of time in thinking about others like me. So if you are like me, who used to care about everything what others will think, please rethink about all of your decisions once again. The next morning, it was time to put everything into action. The seminar, the test and college passed away. So the seminar and the test are done. To be honest, seminar was good and test was like okay-ish, because I was not well prepared, and just sort of I solved all of the basic questions and I think I would be passed. Now what I'm thinking is I have decided to make this documentary about my biggest academic comeback before 2025 ends. And to be honest, it is not yet one of the greatest academic comebacks. Like, I am not actively studying as much as I could. I'm not like the days are, except that I'm going to college, but my self study is not going that good. I think I need to change certain things, like to break this procrastination cycles. I have decided few of the targets for today. Let us see if I can complete that and break this inner resistance inside me that is not letting me go towards academic comeback. After recording this, I studied for a few hours, but I have always been a person whose structure of the day is undecided, and I usually sleep late and wake up late in my most efficient times. But yesterday I slept early. Morning came and all I felt was regret. Why did I sleep? I could have studied more. Failing this challenge, I haven't completed my targets at all. And the irony, regretting wasted time is just more wasted time. I stopped the spiral, went to college, and all of the college time I completed my journals, every gap, even if I get 15 minutes, I stopped wasting it on regret and started using it. And by night, to be honest, the day went quite well. I studied around half an chapter of neoplasm. Just feeling too sleepy. I just slept while watching a lecture about neoplasm. I woke up and it has been 30 more than 30-40 minutes. I was fallen asleep. I think I need to sleep now. One of the mistakes I was making was I thought I could understand everything from these standard textbooks using ChatGPT, like asking for explanation for every difficult concepts. I should have watched lecture for conceptual topics, as understanding it from text and using ChatGPT for every minimal explanation is consumes a large amount of time. And there was one more thing, like starting. I read in Atomic Habits from James Clear about 5-minute rule, in which we just have to sit for 5 minutes. Like, even if we don't want to study, we just have to give 5 minutes, because the initial 5 minutes, the hardest thing is to get started. You will just forget that you are using 5-minute rule and you will just get into flow of studying. So day 5 and day 6 went quite good actually. I didn't work up to my potential, but the momentum of study I wanted, I got that momentum. One of the problems I would like to discuss is, first of all, I got a scrolling habit, not the typical Gen Z type, but in the pursuit of having inspiration from various creators, I scrolled a bit before starting my study session. After the scrolling, I meditated for around 15 to 20 minutes. That really helped me to focus again. Otherwise, I would not have been able to focus, and all the time that I was studying was just wasted. And it is more about utilizing our time more effectively than having more quantity of time. Like earlier, from around 3 to 4 years, I was thinking is I need to grind my time out from all the sleeping, and sleeping is inefficient and everything. But what I really think is, from past 2 to 3 days, I am sleeping for around 7 to 8 hours minimum. If I am sleeping more or adequately, I have more focus. My creativity is increased. I can learn really well if my sleep habits are good. So it is not about sacrificing our sleep for studying or something. Otherwise, it will just hamper our productivity, and all the time that you save during the sleep will all be wasted. After investing all of the time in my creative things, I didn't had the study habit, like to study for long hours. So when I sat down to study again, my mind was distracted for around, like if there is an study session of 90 minutes, was around 10 to 20 minutes minimum, my mind will be distracted. It will not be focused, and my inner voice will be always be saying just quit and do something else. But at that moment, when you are just sitting and you just started your studying, what you can do is you have to just sit and try and retry to gain focus. We do not have a good habit of studying for long hours, so it is difficult for, initially at least, it is difficult to have those study sessions. Day 7, it went really well. And after completing this challenge, the most important thing that I realized was I am always in a hurry of just completing out things and checking out the boxes by completing. I am always in a surge of like dopamine of completion. Suppose if I am recording this video or if I am studying something, suppose any topic, I will not enjoy the journey of studying and suppose editing of videos. Instead, I will always think of how much time is left, how when I will complete this, and every sort of thinking. I'm not at all enjoying my journey. And the most important problem of not being present at the moment while doing everything is you will not be as efficient as you could. Like you will be, if I'm reading this and I'm constantly thinking that when it will be completed, I will have to study that part again because I was not efficient when I was studying it for the first time because I was busy in thinking in future. One of the other things that I learned from this challenge was the art of measuring the day from the output. Like when I was recording these videos each day in the end part or in the midway, I was just reflecting on the things about what the output of the day was. I was talking in terms of output, and I found that like really helpful calculating our complete day and rating it whether it was efficient or not on complete basis of output. So if you are still there, thank you for watching. Keep supporting.